How do you do? I thought I was doing a video and it turns out I wasn't recording. So anyway, how do you do? Let's do this all again. One more time with feeling. Hey, I'm done with Heroes. I want to do a second video on this because all the work. Because I want to see how this beer evolved as it warms. Early on, I was getting some toffee, some burnt sugar, some caramel, some almond, both on the nose and the palate. Now I'm getting all of those things. It's actually larger now that it's warmed up, which what you expect a beer like this. But I'm also getting some intriguing oaky notes, which I find interesting. Carbonated nicely. As it warms, the body thickens, as is typical of a beer like this. It's very nice. A lot thinner on the body than most American craft porters, but not thinner. Well, very typical of most British porters. I had a Pinnacle porter a while back, brought to me by Stuart Picard. And this beer actually has more body than that beer did. But it has less body than most American porters because most American porters are bigger, many 6% better. This at 5 is a very drinkable porter, certainly almost sessionable porter. Flavors are very likable and easy to drink. Oh, wow. I'm having a great day. We came up here with my family today. My wife, it was her idea to come up here. Well, I mean, I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago, kind of in passing, that I'd like to come up here someday. But it was her idea to come up here today, the day after my birthday, which was very nice. I wish I could have been here on my birthday, but they're only open on Saturdays. And then my daughter wanted to come up. We told her we were going to come up here, and my daughter and son-in-law, Charles, came up with our grandson Ben, and then our kid's godmother Cheryl came up. So it's been a very nice day. I had this whole beanbag game out front that I was playing with my daughter, and she won. We were playing to 5. She won 5-4. I made an honest effort, but she beat me fair and square. I can't say I sandbagged it because I was lucky to get to 4, to be honest with you. But she won 5-4. But she's been bigger than everybody. She's a shark. Oh. It's very nice. I do like this beer. I like this beer a lot, actually. I like it more the more I go. Early on, I was getting some. It was more refreshing as it was colder. It becomes more satisfying as it warms, which is what you'd expect. I love the toffee notes in this thing, but what you would expect from a beer like this. But as it warms, I'm actually getting more hop notes than I was getting early on. It's usually almost the opposite. The malt tends to take over usually as the beer warms. This one, the malt is there, is certainly present. I'm still getting a lot of toffee, even some almond, some oaky notes. But it just finishes so beautiful and clean. I really like it. I had a couple of traditional British porters that were good, but they didn't knock my socks off because I thought they finished kind of lazy. They were just kind of there. They didn't have any flavors that I thought really stood out. And that's what I like about this one. The body is light, like those British English porters. But it has better flavor, as these bigger, more robust flavors that can match you. It doesn't just kind of lay there and die like that Pinnacle porter. My problem with that was it wasn't bad, but there was nothing spectacular about it. The flavors just kind of laid there and died, and this one just kind of comes at you. It's very nice, but the body's not heavy, and that's what makes this a great session porter. Oh, I'm having a great time here at Piney River. I mean, the atmosphere is just beautiful. I'm not a country boy. I'm a city guy, so I love when I go to the breweries that have taken these old abandoned buildings in downtowns and revived them. Like Mother's, for instance, revived an old butternut bread plant. A lot of the St. Louis breweries have done similar things with the locations they're in. But this one's different. The fact that it's truly without exaggeration, in the middle of no place. There is nothing out here. I mean, there's just, grassland everywhere. We got attacked by a wild turkey coming in. This brewery is so unique. Yeah, no, maybe the beers aren't crazy, knock your socks off. But every beer they have is incredibly enjoyable and incredibly solid and incredibly tasty. And that's really what you like, isn't it? I mean, I like the knock your socks off stuff. I wish they had a double IPA. I really do. But this place draws a big crowd. It's out in the middle of no place because it's kind of built for everybody. And that certainly is something to be applauded, that they were able to make this thing happen. Right out in the middle of no place. Build this, it's kind of a build it and they will come. They might as well put a baseball field out here. I mean, to toss a brewery out here in the middle of macro drinkers and make it work some of you beer snobs really need to understand how amazing a feat it is to put a brewery right here, right in nowhere, Missouri, and make it work. And to serve good, solid quality beer in an area that's famous for crap macro stuff and make it work. You people need to understand that. It is just beautiful. It's beautiful, man. Why can't we all just get along? As this warms up, I'm getting even kind of bigger molasses brown sugar kind of notes. But it's the finish that I find impressive because it still finishes, even as it warms. A lot of these beers tend to get dry, or not trying to, but they tend to get lazy and cloying. This one still finishes nice and clean and dry at the end. It's just absolutely beautiful. A good porter, Old Tom Porter, if you can get it. They do have it in cans, but man, if you could ever get to the brewery, it is absolutely beautiful. So I'm telling all my snobby, friends who say you have to go to the breweries to come to this one, to go out in the middle of no place and seek it out because you won't be disappointed. Don't be sucked in by the trends and trendy towns or fancy marketing. Go to where they actually make a nice quality beer in an area where it's not expected at all. You want to impress me? Well, that impresses me. Hey, this is Tom the Beer Whisperer, alienating everybody. I'll see you later.